Do I smell pretty now? Oh, that got in my eye a little bit. Anyways, guys, so the accords on this are citrus, aromatic, fresh spicy, woody, and floral. The top notes, we've got lemon, bergamot, orange. In the middle, we've got lavender, rosemary, and in the base, neroli and petitgrain. So if you didn't know, we're doing 4711, the original cologne. I think this is touted as one of the most original colognes. I was just being silly. It's kind of getting in my eye a little bit. But boy, yeah, so this is citrusy off the top. Yeah, really getting some lemon, lemon pledge is a pretty good, what do you want to call it? Comparison. Lots of alcohol. So of course, there's a lot of perfumer's alcohol just wafting up into my nose. Herbaceous a little bit as well. That's lavender and rosemary for sure. Herbal, yeah. Herbal and aromatic, green. Only the slightest white florals coming through first. Perhaps more in the future. But I've heard that this is not the most potent of fragrances, which is why I obviously have a 28-ounce bottle. It's why I don't feel bad about pouring it over my head. It's not going to last. Even if I got this all over my carpet, I really didn't care. It's not going to stink up the house for too long. This is just kind of a funny meme stink. It's not really all that bad. It really isn't. Whew. Oh man, that smells like orange vodka. Jesus, I don't drink. So that's, oh my Lord, that is potent. I'm certainly not going to wear this shirt and drive anywhere. Get pulled over, I would smell straight up like vodka right now. This is, whew. Oh, gosh darn. But splash on. I don't think I'm doing the splash on right. You guys can tell me in the comments if I'm doing splash on wrong. Just getting disgusting. Just a filthy pig today. Just being a filthy fragrance pig for no reason. Except to have a little bit of fun. Because, you know, not everything has to be so serious all the time. So, this was pretty funny. I think I'm just going to kind of cut it right here. And wear this for a day or two and just kind of laugh at it. There's no real reason to really, well, that's kind of rude. There is a reason. There's a reason to smell this. It's historical, and I should get a better experience than one just pouring it over my head, shouldn't I? So we'll wear this for a day or two and see how this works out. I think that I'm going to be smelling like nothing most of the time because it's going to wear off pretty quick. Yeah, it smells like some sort of generic cleaner. I think actually a lot of cleaners are probably based on this. I'm not going to lie. I think a lot of cleaners, the scent of many degreasers is probably derived from 4711. So anyways, guys, check me out on the other side of the waterfall. Okay, folks, I don't really see any point in wearing this for too much longer, so we're just going to wrap this one up and call it a day. The perfumer was Wilhelm Mullins in 1792, so kind of got to work with a little bit of context here. The batch number is 4232, which gives us a born on date of June 9th, 2022. So fairly new. They're still pumping out bottles and bottles and bottles of this. I got this off of Fragrance Net for $27.59. They put 27 ounces on the bottle, which works out to $1.02 per ounce. Really about as cheap as you can get. Projection, really not much to write home about. It's like a 2 or 3 out of 10. Sits pretty close to the skin. On a strip, you can kind of smell it. It jumps off a little bit, mostly when fresh, of course. But for the most part, projection is not really all that great. When I was washing my hands and things like that, I noticed it would reactivate, and I could smell it then. I got a little bit on some towels. It reactivates with a little bit of water. You pick it up on that. But other than that, it really dries out on your skin and just kind of disappears. So I guess that being said, going into longevity, couple hours, 2, 3, 4 until reactivated, but generally speaking, skin scent very quickly and overall just not very strong. I gotta say, I didn't really enjoy wearing this all too much. But like I said, 1792, you got to work with a little bit of context here. I think if you were wearing this, 200 years ago, you were absolutely smashing. So, in between your weekly, monthly bath, although I think if you could afford something like this back in the day, you were probably taking weekly baths, which is very nice. Holy, I did a Borat reference in 2023. Anyways, yeah, so this is just overall, there's better ways to achieve what this does. If you want to know what this smells like right off the bat, off the top, I think you could probably get some Coppertone Sport, which is also my favorite sunscreen to wear while working in the sun. Coppertone Sport smells very similar to this. I wouldn't even be surprised if they literally bit the entire thing and use that as their fragrance, use this as their entire inspiration for the fragrance behind that sunscreen. Generally, they're putting sunscreens in fragrances, but the other way around this time. I found this to be too floral for my liking. Neroli and petitgrain in the base, that's kind of what it ends up being, but the lavender in the middle also shines through for a long time, so ends up smelling very purple, and just it didn't really do what I want to do with my life, with my time. So really, I don't see any reason to wear this any further, like I said. Despite smelling a lot like Coppertone Sport, if you kind of want to know what the top smells like, I suppose it smells a little bit like a Fruit Loop citrusy without the nice lactic milk to kind of offset everything. It's Fruit Loopy citrus with white florals and lavender behind it. Really, like I said, 200 years ago, you'd be smashing. These days, it's just not modern enough. It's far too simple. And yeah, it's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. Not that simple can't be good, but this doesn't do it. Somehow they've managed to sell this for 200 years, so people must be using it for something. I really can only think of bringing this to camp and using it instead of showering.
A lot of alcohol in there, kill all that bacteria off, and the scent's not going to last for too long. Although, I gotta say, pouring it on my head is very overpowering, and it possibly ruined the entire experience. But that's why this is a meme stinking. We only lost 28 bucks on this one. We're not too worried about that. So anyways, guys, find something that's as unique as you are. Wear it unabashedly. Until next time I see you, talk to you, or anything else. Take it easy, guys. Thanks.